Substantial Bug 337. I think there's levels to this question, right? The first level that I think you should take, or my question to you is, can I bring a ball with me everywhere I go? Right? Because if you could start to bring a ball with you everywhere you go, what's going to happen is you're going to get more touches. The more touches you get, the more mistakes you make. The more mistakes you make, in theory, you're going to learn more, right? Because you're going to have more touches. Plus, as you bring the ball around, it's going to be a signal to yourself and to the world, right? You're going to start to identify as a soccer player, right? So right now you're asking yourself, oh, well, you know, if I train smart, maybe I'll make JV, maybe varsity. I want to switch that mindset. I don't think the goal should be, let's make JV, let's make varsity. I want to ask you, could the goal be, can I get a little bit better than yesterday? Right? Because if you could spend 1 minute a day building the habit, I think 16 days builds the habit. If you could make it 16 days training 1 minute a day, you know, with effort or not, right? Whether it's casual play, group play, right? Individual training, team training, right? You go play pickup in the park or something. If you could just play or train for 1 minute a day, 16 days in a row, then once you get to that day 16, training is going to become effortless and fun, right? Or maybe it's already fun, but it'll become effortless. The work, it won't feel like work. It'll just feel like play. So let's say you have no tools, right? Let's say you only have a tennis ball. Just bringing that tennis ball around, I have a dog toy. I'm going to pretend this is a tennis ball. Let's say that you just bring the tennis ball around. The fundamentals of soccer, in my mind, are breathing, movement, right? Your ability to move fluidly and you know, dynamically, and then it's dribbling and juggling, and then I would argue that passing and shooting is like juggling, right? Because in my mind, juggling, you could say it's rhythmic passing, or you could say juggling is like rhythmic shooting. So that's how I break it down: breathing, movement, and then dribbling and juggling. So if you just have a tennis ball, access to a tennis ball, then what you can start to do is just start tossing. I like teaching players how to use their thighs in the beginning, because it's a larger surface area, which means they're going to start to have success early on. It gives players an idea of how to start to train in a fun way, in a joyful way, right? If you don't find success, if someone tries to teach you something and they make it very difficult for you to even get to feel what success feels like, right? If it's too challenging, it's really hard to encourage a player to keep on going. So for that reason, I try to teach players to use their thighs first, because I feel like it teaches skills easily. So whenever you're walking around with a tennis ball, you know, whenever you get a chance, boom, 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 right, nice and easy. Pop, 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 right? Just have fun with it. If it hits the ground, right, no problem. Bounce, kick, catch, bounce, catch, bounce, catch, bounce, catch, thigh catch, head catch, thigh catch, thigh catch, thigh catch. Right? You can do that. Nice and easy. Second thing you want to invest in, well, let's assume that you still have a tennis ball, right? Okay. There's this dribbling sequence that you can learn. This is called the Tom Turnbull dribbling sequence. If you could do this for 1 minute a day, you are going to see your dribbling abilities improve very rapidly. And it looks like this. You go outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. The reason why this is so effective is because it's a rhythmic pattern. What that means is that it's going to help you develop an awareness of where the ball is as you're dribbling without you thinking about dribbling, right? Since it's a repeated sequence, you're going to start to be able to do this, and it's going to improve your dribbling in an effortless way. The key is to say it out loud when you're doing it and go very slowly. A lot of players I try to teach this to, they go way too fast, even after I tell them to slow down. So, right, 1 minute a day, you practice dribbling. 1 minute a day, you practice juggling, right? So, right, one more time. Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Slow in the beginning, internalize it, relaxed, right? Relaxed face, no tension in the body, very relaxed, breathing, outside, outside, inside, outside, 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 inside, outside, inside. And those are the two fundamentals, right? That's all there is, juggling and dribbling. Because as you improve your juggling abilities, your passing and shooting improve. And as you improve your dribbling, your ability to get your head up to make good shots and passes improve. So if those were the only two things you did, you're going to see yourself, even as a beginner, right? There's really no difference between varsity and JV. Maybe, right? Because right, it's like the only thing that matters is your training level below, equal, or above the players on the team. So it's kind of like it's a scale, right? There's no it's gray area, right? It's not like, well, you know, there's no just boxes you check. It's can you play or can you not play, and at to what level. So if you maintain a training regimen for 1 minute a day and slowly ratchet up your intensity and your skill level, I mean, in however many months away that you said your tryout is, if you can just maintain a minute a day, right, then soon a minute's going to turn to 2 and 2 to 4 and 4 to 8, and then you won't even recognize yourself from when you started, hopefully to the second you're watching this video, till when your tryout is. Because just a little bit of effort each day is really going to yield. You're going to be, you know, I think we want to get you to a point when you're not worried about making the team. The only focus should be on having fun and making all the players around you better, right? Michael Jordan just made everyone around him better. So, those are the fundamentals, right? 1 minute a day, practice juggling. 1 minute a day, practice dribbling. Ideally, you have different balls that you can use, volleyballs, basketballs, tennis balls, right? Take stock. Take all the balls in your house, you know, look around your attic, your basement if you have one, your closet, assemble them all, lacrosse balls, golf balls, kind of put them all in one area so that you can see them, and then it'll unlock your ability to start to use them. Something else that if you internalize, if you learn this, it's really going to help you for the rest of your life. And it's called, it's how to breathe. If you don't know how to breathe, this is important because they say 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, and then 3 weeks without food or water, you'd be dead. So breathing is the most important thing. If you take a deep breath right now, if your deep breath looks like this, if your shoulders go up like that, then you want to search this video called How to Breathe by Dr. Vranich, V-R-A-N-I-C-H. She's going to teach you how to do belly breathing, and this is going to help you improve your stamina and improve your endurance because it uses less energy, right? Breathing with your belly uses less energy than breathing with your shoulders. This is also going to help you stay calm in high pressure situations on and off the field. I say this in almost every single video I make because no one teaches players how to breathe, and it's the most important skill you could possibly learn. So, right, your breath should look like this. You should go right through the belly, and it's really going to help you also become aware of your core, and just, you know, breathing kind of massages your internal organs and takes pressure off your spine. just a whole bunch of good things start happening when you start to learn belly breathing. So if that's the only thing you could take away from this video, that would be it. Dr. Vranich, belly breathing. Lastly, a lot of players spend a lot of time thinking about strength training, right? They're going to the gym, they're doing CrossFit, they're running on a treadmill, they're running in circles on the track. But if the only thing you did was search RMT rope by David Weck, just by having a piece of rope, you can completely transform your movement on the field. Because as you swing this rope in circles, you're going to develop dynamic balance. It's going to improve your agility. It's similar to a jump rope, but it's got more utility, more benefits, right? Because just by swinging it from your left hand to your right hand, you could start to get into different ranges of motion, right? You could go low, right under the leg, go high, the neighbors up. So what I say, it's like having a soccer gym that you could bring with you everywhere you go for $10, right? So one more time, that's RMT rope by David Weck. And for less than $10, you can make this at your local hardware store, or use a dog leash, or even an extension cord, right? Friggin' extension cord will do the trick for now. You could tie 2 shoelaces together, and it's going to help you just start to understand and become more aware of where your body is in time and space. And the more that you understand where you are in time and space, the more dangerous you can be, because you can get to the field, you could get to anywhere on the field you need to be faster, smoother, in a more relaxed way than anyone else. So those would be great places to start. Learning how to breathe, learning how to move quickly, improving your agility, and then it's bringing a ball with you everywhere you go, getting a lot of touches, getting into joyful training, joyful playing. Right? A lot of players try so hard to get better when they just gotta start to relax, have fun getting touches, get into a rhythm, and lose themselves in the ball, in their training, and then it becomes more fun and more joyful. The last thing I'll leave you with is this, what's called a kick trainer. This is an SKLZ kick trainer, and for $24 you could cram months of training into days or weeks, because especially for beginners, you won't spend any time chasing the ball. It allows you to get more repetitions from very early on in your life, right? Because if you hit the ball, the ball will come back immediately, so you can make rapid adjustments, which is really going to help you develop your first touch, your striking technique, your balance, rhythm, and coordination. Or just make this ball yourself. Size 1 ball, a length of rope, right? As long as your hip bone, your ankle, maybe a little shorter, and then some duct tape. Boom, you got yourself a kick trainer. Clubs all over the world encourage players to use these. AC Milan, Ajax, Sevilla, Wesley Sneijder talks about using these growing up. So this is another tool that, again, similar to a tennis ball or to a size 1 ball, just by bringing it with you everywhere, you could get a lot of touches, have a lot of fun. So reach out with any questions, and I hope this helps. All right, thank you.